In the fiery atmosphere of Mexico in the summer of 1986, the Spanish national team captivated fans worldwide, writing an incredible journey at the World Cup. With a generation of talented players and a fiery attacking style, they not only achieved success by reaching the quarterfinals, but also became an unforgettable part of the memories of an entire generation of La Roja football fans. But behind those glorious moments lay unique destinies. Nearly 40 years have passed, and time has etched different marks on their lives. Some have continued to conquer new heights, some have chosen a quieter path, and others have quietly ended their journey. Let's look back at the tumultuous journey of the players who embodied the spirit of the Red Storm that year. Emilio Butragueño, nicknamed El Buitre at the 1986 Mexico World Cup, made the football world bow in admiration to a 22-year-old with a boyish face but possessing the instincts of a top-class predator. He wrote one of the most glorious chapters in Spanish football history by scoring 5 goals, including an incredible 4-goal haul against Denmark in the round of 16. In that team, Butragueño was not only a lethal striker in the penalty box, but also a symbol of intelligent, tricky, and sophisticated play. His brilliant performance at the age of 20 demonstrated a rare talent, making him the soul of La Roja's attack. After that glorious tournament, Butragueño's career became synonymous with the golden era of Quinta del Buitre at Real Madrid, where he and his teammates won 5 consecutive La Liga titles and 2 UEFA Cups. Towards the end of his career, he embarked on an adventure playing in Mexico for Celaya, where he remains revered like a god. Off the field, Butragueño is a true gentleman, elegant. Michel, 23 years old, was the one who set up the goals with his perfectly accurate crosses. At Mexico 1986, Michel embodied the beauty of Madrid football, elegant, proud, and technically gifted. His runs down the wing and his ball control gave Spain a captivating attacking style. Michel's performance solidified his position as one of the best wingers in the world at the time. After the glory of the World Cup, he became an irreplaceable pillar of Real Madrid for more than a decade. However, his career also experienced low points, often being the target of media criticism whenever the team lost. But Michel always faced it with his characteristic pride. After retiring from playing, he transitioned to a turbulent coaching career, traveling through many countries from Spain and Greece to France and Mexico. In real life, Michel is a charismatic, fashion-loving man with masterful public speaking skills, which contributed to his success as a television commentator. His married life is an ideal model, as he has been devoted to his wife since their youth, creating a solid support system for his demanding career. What is thought-provoking is the contrast between his romantic exterior and his extremely disciplined and rigorous work ethic on the sidelines. Now, at 62, at the age of 24, Andoni Zubizarreta emerged into the world of football with an incredibly mature demeanor. In goal, he was a symbol of absolute reliability, possessing excellent judgment and reflexes. His masterful performance at the World Cup that year propelled him to Barcelona immediately after the tournament, beginning a legendary journey at Camp Nou under Johan Cruyff. Zubizarreta was the goalkeeper for the dream team that won the Champions League in 1992. His career was an epic saga of perseverance, with a record of appearances in La Liga spanning decades. After retiring, he didn't leave football but transitioned to the role of technical director, playing a major role in shaping the great Barca team under Messi and Guardiola. Off the field, Zubi is a true intellectual. He loves reading, studying philosophy, and lives a very simple and private life. Despite having to leave Barca amidst managerial controversies, he always maintained a dignified and respectful demeanor. The image of a silent protector on the pitch has become ingrained in his life, as he consistently plays the role of preserving the club's traditional values. Now, at 64, Zubizarreta remains a respected football expert, frequently offering insightful analyses on tactics and management. His journey is proof that perseverance and intelligence can create a far-reaching impact that extends beyond mere saves. José Antonio Camacho entered the 1986 World Cup at the age of 31, wearing the captain's armband and possessing the spirit of a true warrior. His image, with his head wrapped in a white bandage after intense clashes, became an enduring symbol of Spanish courage. A fearless left-back, Camacho left an indelible mark with his tenacious play and fierce command of the defense. Following his success at the tournament, he continued his career at Real Madrid before transitioning to a passionate coaching career. He coached the Spanish national team at the 2002 World Cup and had stints managing Real Madrid and Benfica. Camacho's coaching style mirrored his playing style. Fiery, shouting from the sidelines, and always demanding absolute dedication. Off the field, he was a straightforward, honest man, yet deeply emotional, always showing special affection for his hometown of Chiesa. His life was intertwined with community football activities, and he was an exemplary father and grandfather. What is particularly noteworthy is the consistency between his role as a leader on the field and a dedicated mentor off. He seemed born to protect and guide others. Today, at 70, Camacho has chosen a more peaceful life, occasionally appearing on television with insightful commentary, and remains revered by fans as a symbol of loyalty and unwavering determination. At 29, Victor Muñoz was a perpetual motion machine in Spain's midfield in Mexico. With boundless energy and tireless tackling, he cleared away any potential threats, allowing his teammates further up the field to focus on creativity. Victor's performance at that tournament showcased his physical prowess and defensive intelligence from afar. After the 1986 World Cup, he made a historic decision to move to Italy to play for Sampdoria, becoming one of the first Spanish players to achieve great success in the fiercely competitive Serie A. After retiring, he transitioned to coaching and achieved resounding success with Real Zaragoza, winning the Copa del Rey after a historic final against Real Madrid. Off the field, Victor is a calm and quiet person with a great passion for studying European football tactics. He lived a life of integrity, avoiding the media spotlight and always focusing on training the next generation. The connection between his resilience on the pitch and his perseverance in his coaching career is a remarkable one. Julio Salinas, then a 23-year-old striker, is a fascinating figure in Spanish football history. At Mexico 1986, he was a deadly striker with ideal height and excellent positioning. His goal against Northern Ireland was just the beginning of a career full of twists and turns, with incredible goals and equally incredible misses. After the tournament, Salinas joined Barcelona and became part of the Dream Team, winning numerous major titles. However, his career was always accompanied by conflicting opinions, which he always faced with remarkable optimism. After retiring from playing, Salinas transformed into a highly beloved football commentator thanks to his cheerful, witty personality and charming way of speaking on television. He also tried his hand at business and participated in reality shows, always maintaining his youthful appearance and positive energy. Off the field, he enjoys partying, socializing, and has a very free-spirited lifestyle. The contrast between a striker who was once heavily criticized on the pitch and Andoni Goicoechea, 30 years old, whose name immediately brings to mind the nickname the Butcher of Bilbao for his fearsome tackles that struck fear into every opponent. At Mexico 1986, he was the most solid rock in the defense, playing with an iron will and unwavering determination. His performance gave Spain an incredibly formidable defense. However, behind that tough exterior and aggressive playing style lies a completely different person in real life. Goicoechea is a gentleman, very devoted to his family and deeply in love with Basque culture. After retiring from playing, he transitioned to coaching and has managed several teams in La Liga, as well as the national team of Equatorial Guinea. Most surprisingly, he is very active in charity work supporting children and community development projects in Bilbao. The stark contrast between the image of a fierce warrior on the field and a kind, amiable man off the field is a thought-provoking story about the difference between professional roles and true character. At age 27, Julio Alberto, playing in Mexico in 1986, was one of the fastest and most skillful fullbacks in Europe. With his lightning-fast runs down the wing and his masterful link-up play with Barcelona's attack, he was a formidable force for La Roja. After that brilliant tournament, his career continued to flourish with a La Liga title and dazzling performances at Camp Nou. However, tragedy struck after his retirement. His lack of preparation for life after football plunged him into the abyss of drug addiction and depression. Julio Alberto lost everything: money, family, and fame, and at times he was on the brink of death. But true to the qualities of a warrior on the pitch, he made an extraordinary effort to rise from the ashes. After years of successful rehabilitation, he became an inspirational speaker and worked for FC Barcelona's charity foundation to help disadvantaged youth. In real life, he is now a profound, calm, and community-oriented man. His life is an epic of redemption and the power of will. Now, at 67, Julio Alberto lives a peaceful and meaningful life. Chendo, 24 years old, is a model of dedication and professionalism in the 1986 Spanish national team. Although he didn't always secure a starting position due to competition from older players, his versatility and discipline were always highly valued. After Mexico '86, Chendo wrote a rare story of unwavering loyalty in modern football, spending his entire 17-year career playing exclusively for Real Madrid. He witnessed the transition of many generations, from Quinta del Buitre to the beginning of Raúl's era. After retiring, Chendo never left the club for a single day, serving as Real Madrid's head of the football delegation for over 2 decades. Off the field, he is extremely humble, serious, and a keeper of the flame in the Royal Club's dressing room. He is a source of inspiration for superstars like Zidane, Ronaldo, and Ramos later on. His life revolved around training grounds and matches, a life of quiet sacrifice behind the scenes. Now, at 64, Chendo still quietly sits on the sidelines alongside head coaches. At 29, Rafael Gordillo was a living legend with a unique playing style. He always took to the field with his socks pulled low to his ankles, revealing his slender but magical legs. At the 1986 Mexico World Cup, his bursts of speed down the left wing were an endless source of inspiration for Spain's play. Gordillo combined the exquisite technique of Andalusia with the endurance of a marathon runner. After the tournament, he won numerous titles with Real Madrid before retiring at his hometown club, Real Betis. After hanging up his boots, he served as president and is currently the director of external relations at Betis. Off the field, Gordillo is extremely cheerful, dashing, and very outgoing. He's always the center of attention thanks to his charm and sincerity. He lives a life full of passion, unconstrained by rigid rules, just like his low socks on the pitch. Today, at 68 years old, Rafael Gordillo remains an enduring icon in the hearts of Seville fans. He continues to dedicate himself wholeheartedly to the development of Betis and enjoys each day with optimism, a testament to a free spirit that has captivated audiences with both his talent and charismatic personality. Quique Setién participated in the 1986 Mexico World Cup at the age of 27 as a midfielder, with an extremely intelligent and refined playing style. Although not the brightest star on the Mexican pitch, those days honed his deep tactical vision. Setién was a player who valued ball control and spatial awareness, which later influenced his illustrious coaching career at Betis, and especially Barcelona. Off the field, his greatest passion was chess. He competed against world grandmasters and always applied the logic and patience of chess to his football philosophy. In his personal life, Setién was a quiet, introverted man who remained steadfast in his classical values. He loved nature and often preferred spending time in peaceful countryside with his family. His coaching career has had its highs and lows, especially during his time at Camp Nou, but Setién has always faced them with composure. Now, at 67, after weathering media storms, he is enjoying a retirement, occasionally participating in chess tournaments, and still following football with the eye of a brilliant strategist. At 27, Ricardo Gallego was a key factor in ensuring the perfect balance for Spain's midfield in Mexico. With his calm demeanor, excellent situational awareness, and keen tactical vision, he was a crucial link between defense and attack. Gallego embodied professionalism and stability, a true silent hero in Miguel Muñoz's team. After the World Cup, his career continued to flourish at Real Madrid before his move to Italy to play for Udinese. After retiring, he dedicated himself to youth development and became a respected football analyst. Off the field, Gallego was a true gentleman, polite, courteous, and highly valuing family. He lived a peaceful, scandal-free life, spending much of his time playing golf and participating in social activities in Madrid. His composure on the pitch seems to have fully permeated his life, making him a trustworthy man in everyone's eyes. Now, at 66, Ricardo Gallego remains a respected figure in the football world, frequently sharing his valuable experiences with younger generations and enjoying a fulfilling life with his loved ones. At the age of 27, Ramon Calderé brought a fiery spirit and tireless work rate to Mexico 1986. His two crucial goals against Algeria in the group stage solidified his role as a hero from the second line. Calderé possessed powerful long-range shots and the fighting spirit of a true warrior. After his World Cup success, he became a key player for Barcelona before moving to Betis. After retiring from playing, he embarked on a challenging coaching career in the lower leagues of Spain, where he earned the nickname King of Promotion for his ability to inspire and instill a fierce desire to win in smaller teams. Off the field, Calderé was extremely passionate, lived life with genuine emotion, and was always wholeheartedly devoted to his friends and teammates. His personal life experienced many ups and downs financially, but he always rose above them with the optimistic spirit of a true Catalan. Now, at the age of 66, he continues to tirelessly coach in the most challenging environments, living a life full of energy and never giving up in the face of adversity, continuing to instill his philosophy of relentless effort in young players eager to succeed. Javier Urruticoechea, or affectionately known as Urruti, was the oldest player at 34. As a reserve goalkeeper, he was not only an experienced custodian, but also a source of moral support and a healer for the team during their most tense moments in Mexico. Urruti became famous throughout Catalonia for his Urruti testimo, Urruti, I love you, and after saving the penalty that led Barcelona to the 1985 World Cup. With his cheerful, generous personality and the fighting spirit of a true warrior, he was always the focal point of unity in the dressing room. After the 1986 World Cup, he continued to dedicate the final years of his career to Barcelona before becoming a dedicated goalkeeping coach, spending hours teaching skills and character to younger players like Zubizarreta. In real life, Urruti is a warm, family-loving man who lives life to the fullest for his friends, always ready to help anyone in need without expecting anything in return. It seems the role of an older brother protecting his younger siblings has fully embodied his life. However, that glorious journey filled with kindness came to an abrupt end, shocking the entire nation of Spain. On May 24, 2001, Javier Urruticoechea passed away at the age of 49 in a tragic car accident in Barcelona. His death left an irreplaceable void in the hearts of his fans and teammates. Thousands poured into the streets, chanting his name one last time to bid farewell to a virtuous man. The legacy he left behind was not only his spectacular saves, but also a story of camaraderie, dedication, and a noble spirit that will live on in the memories of the golden generation of 1986.